Vibe. Bounce. Yeah. Yo, come get high off these good vibes. You ain't gotta lie when you this fly. Oh, you too good. Well, then goodbye. All I got is good and these good vibes. Vibe. Hey, just vibe. Just vibe. Yeah. Just vibe. Hey.
Welcome down to the ambush located in the University of the Pacific, Stockton, California, broadcasting at Pacific Tiger Broadcasting Radio. And we're here with a special guest, Jelani.
What's up?
So, Jelani, I kind of, journalism, people try to do that stalking, right? Like they gotta try and find out what your age is and where you're from, and I tried to do that and I couldn't find any. I mean, I tried, or maybe it's just that I'm just not good at it. But and I would like to know where you come from, and then when you started making your music, and what inspired you, and also what brought you here, and what's your music mission, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Let me see. The first one. Sorry, what was the first question?
Oh yeah, no. Where are you from?
Where I'm
Yeah.
from? Okay. Originally from San Jose.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lived there until I was like 16. And then moved to Patterson.
Patterson,
It's like
where's
a
that?
small country town. It's over by Modesto.
Oh no way! What?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be in the
30
south.
No.
In the south, But it's in Modesto.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like 30 minutes
Yeah.
away from Modesto.
Sorry, I'm gonna learn my geography.
No, me too. So originally from San Jose. I started playing violin when I was 12.
How'd you start with the violin? Usually you start, like, I just hear drums, just simple stuff.
Yeah. I started because, I guess technically my first instrument would be like the drums and stuff like that. Because growing up, my dad's a musician and he played drums in the church that we went to. He was also very much into the djembe and stuff like that. And so growing up, I remember he got us our own little djembes and just like the different stuff that he would learn, he would teach us. And then that evolved into the drums. And so then when he would practice, I would be like, you want to teach me how to do that there?
Okay.
Like, cool.
Oh, so then it all started from like playing with it, you were just seeing them and then you just started playing with it and then you kind of just like started to get involved with that thing.
Yeah. I was just like, I like that beat. Okay.
I like your beat productions.
Thank you.
It's got that like classical, but it has like some trap and like that's
Right.
just some old folks don't like that, but you're in the new age now, so you better listen up.
We got nothing but bass for you.
But yeah.
So from there, I was riding in the car, me, my brother and my dad, and we were listening to some hip hop. I can't even remember what it was. And he was just like, all right, I want y'all to be cultured. I'm like,
wow.
In the 4th grade.
Yeah, what are you going to say after that?
Right, I'm like, cultured? What?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
So he's flipping through the stations trying to find a classical station. Doesn't know, neither of us know anything about any classical music or like the stations. But we end up finding one and he was just like, all right, shut up, sit back and listen. So he turns it up and we're just vibing to the classical music and whatnot. And I was just like, Dad, I want to play that instrument. And he was just like, what instrument is that? And I was like, the high one. And he was just like, okay. He's like, I think that's the violin. And so I was like, okay, I want to play the violin. And he was just like, all right. And then just kind of like put it on the back burner. And then I was in the 5th grade. And something in me was just like, I need to do something different in my life. I don't know what hit me in the 5th grade and was like, you need to make a change, but I needed to change. So I went to my dad and I was like, all right, so I'm a big kid now. I'm about to go into the 6th grade.
And you about to freaking rip it, huh?
Right. Right. I told him, I was just like, we either need to do karate or you need to put me in violin lessons. Like,
one of our crew members, Kendra, she does karate, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, she be doing all
She
that.
had to teach me.
Yeah. No, that's scary, bro. That's that.
Right.
That's that caution, bro.
You feel me?
But anyways.
So, I was like, I either need to learn how to defend myself or, pull on people's heartstrings. One of the other.
Yeah.
So the school that I was going to, they were just like, okay, here, they gave us a brochure of like different middle schools around the area. And then he was just like, all right, you're going to go to this middle school. It was Castillero Middle School in San Jose, a performing arts magnet school. And he was just like, all right, you're going to go there. And
you're just gonna go there, right?
Yeah, he was like, they'll teach you. You're gonna learn violin here. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I get there and I'm in the beginning strings class and my violin teacher starts playing and I got a little emotional.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, this is what I want to do,
Yeah, you want.
So from there I kept playing and it was funny that actually my violin teacher is an alumni of Pacific. And so it was just like interesting. I've been playing this whole on this journey, and then when I called her, because I kept in touch with her after, I was just like, yeah, I'm thinking about auditioning here or going here. She was just like, oh, I went to Pacific. I was like, shut up. Let me keep it in the family. No, I didn't.
Dang.
I didn't until I was thinking about audition here, right? I was like, what? Okay.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what got me started. That's what got me started playing violin. And then when I was 14, my youth pastor, he was a DJ and into music as well. He came over to my house on my, it was either my 13th or my 14th birthday party. And he was like, surprise, I'm a DJ for your birthday party. And I was like,
Dang.
thank you. Yes, like as a 13-year-old, I was like, this is lit. Like,
yeah.
I get a DJ, we got a pool in the backyard, like, it's about to be popping.
Yeah. I mean, even like, at that age, like, even a clown showing up to your party would be like the best thing. Yeah.
So he came over and he did that, and then he was just like, as your birthday gift, here's FL Studio. And so that was my first beat making program that I got. But prior to that, my friend, I would go over to his house and he had like a little home studio set up. And he would show me some of the songs that he made. And he was the first person to introduce me to FL Studio. And then when my youth pastor came over for my birthday and gave me that, I was just like,
dang.
Y'all don't know.
Yeah, if I had that beat,
so hyped right
I would be
now.
running around the whole street like a crazy man, bro. I don't care if I didn't have a shirt on, some shorts on, some shoes on. I'd be running out there with my underwear with that beat making machine.
Let
bro.
the world know.
Making beats at the same time. Yeah.
So that's what got me started on the violin and making beats. Yeah. What was your other question? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, no, and I wanted to know, like, when you started making beats and then when, I mean, I know you started rapping at a young age, but when did you, I guess, because, like, there's that, like, point of, like, artists, like, fully expressing and not giving up.
Right,
And then there's that, like, oh, but I still wanted to sound nice and sound socially normal.
Right.
But when did you start integrating your produced beats and then start rapping on them more?
Oh, that's a good question. I was hella insecure.
Yeah, bro, I feel that, bro. I was a fat boy eating chocolate, bro.
Oh man.
That's me.
You was eating the good stuff, then.
Yeah. Had that Willy Wonka, you know. But anyway.
Yeah, when I first started, I was so insecure because my stuff didn't sound like what was on the radio. And so for the longest, I would just make beats, but then I would look for other people's beats to rap over. And I wouldn't tell anybody that I would make beats. I would just sit up there and I would make beats. And then after a while, I started telling people I would make beats, and people were feeling my stuff when I was in high school. And then it was this weird thing of like, people were like, yeah, your beats are dope, but then nobody was rapping over them. And so I was just kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm a little discouraged.
Yeah, but then you just realized it was just part of the game, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it took me a minute to figure that out. It wasn't until I got into junior college and I linked up with one of my friends from high school. We met because he did music and we made that connection. And so then it wasn't until after that that I started like going to his house, hanging out with him. We were making music together. We ended up getting in a group, and then that really helped. In my first hip hop group, Imprint, it was me, my homie Vontae, and my homie Rashad. We just started making music together, and so that was my first time being in a collaborative hip hop situation. Usually it would just be me making my stuff and then showing my friends and be like, "Is this fire?"
Yeah.
They dance to
Yeah. And that goes for everything, you know, like any like type of artiste, you know?
Right.
Like they just like do something and they're like, you guys like it?
Tell me what you think.
You guys
Yeah.
like it? You know?
Please say yes.
It's like once you get that, it's like, you know, it's like a one fist pump, you know, like yeah, okay, like I got a fan.
Right, I got one. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that was dope, and got with them, did a couple different projects, did some shows, and then from there, that was something that gaining that confidence from being with them and just really trying to translate that into my own music. You know, I just went back home and I started cooking up my own stuff.
Oh.
And then I come to my homie Vontae and just be like, so what you think? And he from the jump was just always like, Jay, like this is fire, like quit playing, you know. And then me, I was just like, nah, it could be a little better because I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you know, like it's like every beat is like trying to get better. You know, you're trying to like make that beat better than the last beat or something.
Right,
you know? Like,
right.
Yeah, and it's like your own style, so it's like it's interesting, you know.
Yeah.
Like that's what's unique about it, and like I also listened to your new song, bro.
Yeah.
You released it. I mean, it's not new now, you know, because it was 4 months ago that you dropped it on SoundCloud.
Right.
You know, but if you wanted to let the folks know about your SoundCloud,
Oh, yeah.
Instagram, YouTube,
Yeah, all that social
Venmo,
media, right?
PayPal.
You feel me? Send all them funds. I need it. I'm trying to get through school.
Bro, college students, bruh.
But Facebook and Instagram and my SoundCloud are both I am Jelani. I am Jelani. Catch me on Snapchat, Jelani B. Yeah, I think that's all I got.